I don't know if you've heard about all of the massive weather that they've had here in Phoenix in the last week or two. Unbelievable rain. When we go months with no rain, we can't even remember what rain looks like. And all of a sudden, in our monsoon season, it's coming down like crazy. And on Monday, I was on the other side of town in Scottsdale at a doctor's appointment, and I was leaving about 1:30 to drive home. And I sat at this light, traffic light, and I saw this really, really ominous sky up there, and this cloud that was in front of it that was just boiling and broiling all over the place, and it was raising up like that. And I said, I am watching a tornado form right now. It's going to hit right over there. And we do get microbursts where this big, massive wind just comes crashing down and tears up everything. I said, I'm watching it. I wish I would have filmed it, but I didn't think that quick. Anyway, so right then, massive amounts of rain and wind just start pouring, just unbelievable. So I drove forward a little bit and went off into a neighborhood and pulled into somebody's driveway and just sat there and let it, and it's just blowing all over the place. And then when I could finally, it slowed down a little bit so I could finally get back out, and I pulled out, and I didn't know where I was. And Waze and the GPS system, Waze, and then also Google Maps, completely off the grid. They would say in 50 feet, turn right on 51st Street. And I'm at 63rd Street. So it wasn't even anything close to it was crazy. So here I'm driving around. I don't know where I am, pouring down rain. And so I just would drive till I came to a road I'd ever heard of before, and I just turned on it. I didn't even know. And finally I found a road I need to be on. Meanwhile, I'm going through all these puddles, and I know you're not supposed to drive into puddles, if they're deep. And so luckily there was always somebody in front of me, and I could watch the car in front of me and see if that one was, if it was, water up to their windows. But it was always just like halfway up their hubcaps. So I knew I was okay, and I was following them. Puddle, great big flooding on each side of the road. And as I came out of those puddles, I could hear the scraping going on underneath my car, and I didn't know what that is. And by the way, I was running out of gas. My light was on. So I found a gas station that I pulled into, and then I got some gas, and then I said to the guy, I need a guy who can look under here and see what's going on. And so he gets down there and looks under, and he says, there was some kind of protection of plastic coating or thing, and it was down and was scraping on the floor, and he was trying to bend it up so he could click it up, but he couldn't. So finally he had to just cut it. And so finally got that done, and he's laying on the sidewalk in the by the gas station, gas pumps, on the floor, pouring down rain. So anyway, it was very helpful. So I get driving out of there, and then the whole thing, what I got out of it, I was not afraid. I knew I was going to be okay, even though it was scary as heck. I just knew I was going to be okay, and I'm being taken care of. I'm protected, and it was just an amazing adventure, and I was going to be okay. So see how you react when you get into situations like that, when you're not sure what's going to go on, and you don't even know where the heck you are, and you're driving along, and you're by yourself, and you don't have your boyfriend with you who's going to protect you or anything. So it's just me in the car. Anyway, so it was a really great, a different experience that last week. And my son, who lives on that side of town, he said they had like 3/4 of an inch of rain in 15 minutes there. So it's just been amazing storms here. And I don't even know if it's over yet, but we're, everything, the plants just love it when the rain finally gets here, because they get water. So everything's growing beautifully, and it's all healthy. And we finally, I think, are pretty much through the heat of Phoenix, which we have every year. Every summer, it's what it does. It gets so hot. And this year it's been unbelievable. I mean, we're at the end of October, and it still has been almost about a week or so ago. It was over 100. So I think that's broken. We're into there's hope at the end of the tunnel. And I just want to let you know that you are protected. Somebody is watching over you when you go into these kinds of things and you have these experiences. So just take a breath and relax and know you're okay. Thanks for tuning in. And check out my two YouTube channels, which is Tips from a 78-year-old Teenager and Nonstop Aha Moments. And I really appreciate when you guys watch and like it and make comments and subscribe. I appreciate your support. See you next week.